Barry, I'm so excited. We have a coach coming on today.
We have a coach today?
We have a coach!
No way!
Yes.
Is it Lovie Smith? Is it the Bucks?
No.
Is it the Rays?
No.
Is it the Lightning?
No.
I'm excited. Bring the coach on. What time's the coach going to be here?
Okay, maybe I need to reword this. We have a business coach coming on to be with us today.
No, you said a coach.
A coach, not sports. Everything is sports with him. We have a business coach coming on today to show you how to get your business up and better and excelling.
Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thanks for joining us today. On today's show, we have a special guest coming on, and I'm very excited about this.
We're going to have the coach.
The coach. You know, so many people are always looking for, how do we get my business to the next level? And there's all kinds of things out there on the internet that you read, and, you know, different seminars, different programs, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? There's nothing like a personal, I don't know about you, but, you know, you could read all you want, but I need somebody to show me. Yep. I need somebody to, you know, I'm not a good online learner.
Let me tell you what I look for in a coach. I look for a winning record.
You know,
a winning record is a proven coach with a history that we all need. So if they have a proven track record, it's all about wins and losses, DeLynn. Let's face it.
It is. And the coach we have coming in today absolutely has a winning record.
Lovie Smith coming right up.
No, sorry, guys. It's not Lovie Smith coming right up.
What about the new Rays coach? Is he coming in yet? Well, we're doing an interview right here. We're going to select the coach right here.
No, we are going to talk to Rose DeNaro, who is a business and life coach and has been for many years. And she just is I love listening to Rose's seminars.
Turn on my rally
she's spoken
cap
at several
instead.
of our functions and such. And she really is absolutely down to earth and knows how to help people get to where they want to be in their businesses.
She will she'll show you how to have a winning record.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. And we are here with Miss Rose DeNaro, business and life coach, a.k.a. Lovey Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Exactly. Here I am.
You got some tips for this Sunday's game?
I'm not going to go there.
Nice win this week, Lovey. You should be proud of the boys. They really putting a winning effort out on the field.
They won, huh?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, hey, cool.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, I must have.
Just because the Cowboys were on a bye this week, I know your family didn't even have football on.
Probably not.
Yeah, so I happen to know the producer, and he's a Cowboys fan.
Major Cowboys fan, that's right.
Woo-hoo, right? I don't hear any cheering out there.
Yes.
All right. See?
There he is.
So Rose is going to talk to us today about maybe bringing, how a business and personal coach can maybe help our real estate professionals that watch this show bring their business to the next level, and that's really what coaching is. I mean, we're all busy
I was just
every
going to
day.
say, I know, doing a million things, and the thing is with people, and I know that you know this, we're all very good at whatever it is that we do. Real estate agents, they're very good realtors.
What do you mean we're all very good at what we do?
I'm very good at what I do.
Glad you pointed that out, Barry.
Let's point out Captain Obvious here. Okay.
So everyone has their job that they do,
That's
their business
better.
that they do, and most of the time, let's hope they do it very well. But when it comes to how do I expand my business? Just like in the computer world, everybody is computerized these days. You almost have to have a PhD in computer.
It feels that way
It does. And marketing. So if you do one thing, but then how do I market? I didn't take classes in marketing in college, so people don't think about that and how to get their business to the next level. So let's start first with, can you kind of give everyone an idea of what coaching is? What do coaches do?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I agree with you. I agree that everybody is good at what they do.
Right.
And so the wonderful thing about coaching is what...
He's still not sure.
We're including you. We're including you.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure everybody's clear on what's going on here and what's being said.
But so going back to this now, coaching is about being good at getting people to do better in what they do.
Right.
Think about sports. Gee, sports.
Wait.
You mentioned sports.
We're going to be busy for a while.
I knew you'd like this show.
I went the wrong way, didn't I? There, the wrong turn. But think about athletes. What really superior, great athlete, besides you, Barry, of course, doesn't have a coach or any great performer? So why is that? Is it because they don't have talent, so they don't know what they're doing? Absolutely not.
Right.
Coaching is not for people who don't have talent. It's to enhance what they know and what they have and what they do. Coaching is a process.
I like her thinking.
That's very good.
She
So
should be
football
on
player
she
knows
needs to be on our show every week. I like her.
football player knows how to play football, but to make it better, make him a better person.
And is this why they expand like departments per se in coaching? They have a head coach. They have an offensive coordinator. They have a special teams coach.
They start chunking everything down because the more focused you are on a specific department or a specific task, of course, the more skills you get, more strategies.
They'll have specific categories. So how can you help, say, a real estate professional focus on his business, grow his business, get it to the next level? What tips could you offer them? How can you enhance them?
Right, and that's a great question. In every industry, there are strategies and tools. Now, coaching is really about moving forward, and I love that about it. It's not about, well, this is what I did wrong, and this is what happened before.
Moving forward.
Let's move it forward. But it's simply about, here's where I am, here's where I aspire or plan on going, and so let's put a plan in place in which to get there. So that's, basically what coaching is. I research an awful lot. I'm in the industry a lot. I'm in the current marketplace all the time because I'm constantly developing my skills and learning so that I can then bring that to businesses and to people.
And of course, your background is in teaching and stuff, so you know how to get. The thing that's difficult, I think, about teaching or coaching people. I did martial arts for a lot of years, and I admired my martial arts teacher. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because you didn't.
When are you going to tell me this? When I totally aggravated you and you did a kung fu chop? What?
And I'm surprised she hasn't done that yet.
See, 3 years, and I haven't.
She's been watching the show for a while.
But people learn and can ingest things different ways. Yes. So you can sit here, and it's not just a male-female thing. You can sit here and tell Barry and I the exact same thing, and we're both going to get two different things out of it.
Yes, absolutely.
My martial arts teacher would teach someone how to throw a punch a particular way, not to break their hand. And if they didn't understand what he was talking about, he would switch it around and explain it a different way. Right. When I started teaching, I didn't have that. I knew one way how to throw a punch, and if they didn't get it, oh well.
Exactly.
Teachers, coaches have to learn how to
communicate strategies
read people,
differently.
I think, so that they can learn differently.
Absolutely.
Is that a struggle in your job?
No, it's not. And I think, I'm blessed to have the education background and the training so that I can use that with the coaching. I have the experience and the entrepreneurship of a business. I had my own optical business for 15 years. So between that and getting my own education and constantly developing my skills, because if we're not developing our skills, it's not like it was at one time where you can acquire a degree, a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, and you kind of were there. Right. And then you could maintain, and you can keep a certain level, of a professional level. Now, if you are not constantly developing your skills, everybody around you is going full speed ahead. So it's not like you're maintaining anymore. It's actually like you're moving backwards with the skills that you've had. So I don't take a break from it.
Right, we've got all these young people coming in who they're already leaps and bounds ahead of us on technology and such.
Going on. Right.
So what is the one thing, if there is one thing, that you see people in their businesses making a mistake on?
I don't know if I would call it mistakes. I just
She's
know
being nice.
that
Overlooking?
I think that we focus on what we do.
Right.
And business as usual is no more. There's no such thing as business as usual in the current marketplace. So getting back to your question, and how can you help, say, real estate people in moving forward and enhancing their practice and what they do? First of all, there's so many different techniques. There's so much that is a part of real estate that the negotiation part of it. I always feel bad for realtors because they have a buyer, who's looking at the same piece of property perhaps that sees all the floors, and you have a seller, and you guys know this, who don't see any of the floors. Right. So now how do you bring the two together? So you really need to be a negotiator. You need to know how to speak to people. You kind of need to put a plan in place for them. You kind of have to bring things up that they're not seeing and know how to bob and weave, so to speak.
So basically, you're adding value to your service.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's what anybody needs to do because there's 10 gazillion real estate professionals, but what gives you more value? And you may be better, but if you're not able to point that out to your buyer or seller or show them why you have more value, they may go with the agent next door.
Absolutely.
Just because Billy Bob knows them, and he may be the worst agent in the world, but
absolutely.
So it's that perceived value.
Right, and then the results, of course, is certainly obscured by who you choose, and what choices you make. It's always in life, what choices we make. But going back to what you're asking me, how do you choose? How do you present yourself in the marketplace? Well, are you educating your consumer? How are you marketing? Do you have a persona for your buyer? What's the buying cycle that you're using? So these are things that in every industry we need to be aware of. How do we come across to the buyer? Are we inbound marketing constantly, which is when people are just coming to us because they know Billy Bob?
I know Billy
Or
Bob.
there you go. Or are we outbound? Are we reaching out and seeing, and how are people perceiving of us? What's our UCD? What makes us unique? And that's very important. And if you don't have something that makes you unique, and I believe everybody does, certainly come up with something that they can perceive as being unique about. Oh, you're very unique, Beth. But
I am what I am.
Yeah, and we love you. But in my industry, I believe that my UCD is simply that I write a specific program for the individual because everybody's different, and everybody's definition of success is different. Mine is different than yours. Barry doesn't know what his is yet, but he's learning. He's trying. Sorry, Barry.
Wow.
I couldn't help it. I'm probably not allowed to do that, but I'm sorry.
Can we cut that out, please?
She's known him a really long time.
I'm sorry. But it's really important to know. So if you're a real estate agent and you know what makes you different and you perceive that, or it comes across to your customers, your prospects, and you market yourself that way. Another thing, I just read a recent statistic that 79% of clients that realtors have had in the past can't remember their name and never use them again. And that shocked me. It really shocked me.
Wow.
So if that's a problem in the industry, how do you, as an individual realtor, solve that problem? Because that's what it's all about. Business is about what's the problem? Here's my solution. What's the problem? Here's my solution. And some people don't get that. They say, well, there's no problem. I sell dresses. No, it's a problem. She's going to the prom. She needs a dress. It's a problem. Maybe not a big problem, but we can look at it that way.
Right.
And so what's the solution? So I always encourage realtors to keep a database. Keep a database. Stay in touch with your clients.
It's all about being in front of people.
In front of people.
24/7.
Touch them. Touch out.
Yep.
Reach them.
I think people also have a hard time determining what does make them different. Do you find that? Do you have to sometimes open their eyes to
I
that?
got no problem with that.
We know you're different.
And we'll use the word unique. So he invites me back again. There he is.
I feel special.
I think that sometimes, like we were saying before, people know what they do.
Now I'm a real coach.
That's it. She has a hat. Now she's a coach. They know what they do very well, but what makes them different? The realtors, the mortgage people, the attorneys, and things like that.
Salespeople in general.
Right,
Yes,
right.
Absolutely. So, it's a process. It's really a process. And it's really about thinking and quieting yourself. I always say to people, what is it that you want? What do you want? And that's a little question. It's a huge answer.
I was just going to say, that's like really an open-ended.
That's big because people don't know what they want. And in order to move forward in anything, to be a better realtor, to sell better, to speak better, what are we trying to do? We need to know where we're going. We need to have that goal and that plan in place. And that's really, it's the process. It's definitely a process.
And take it one step at a time, I would imagine. It's kind of like say, okay, you have a person here, and what can we improve on that person? You look at the person, I don't know, well, let's take one thing at a time. What can we do better on her eyes? What can we do better with her hair? One thing at a time.
Right.
Opening people's, look at my hair.
You got a good hair day going.
I do, thank you. Yes,
She always looks beautiful.
When people are, I think I find it anyway difficult to look at myself and say, okay, where do I need improvement? Because you are so preoccupied with what you do.
Right.
How do you how do you make someone think outside the box?
Well, and again, I don't know if it's not a lot of work to coach with a coach. It's really about, well, here's where I am. Do I want to stay where I am, or do I want to reach and stretch and grow and see what I'm capable of? Right. More than a floor, or what do I fix, or what am I doing wrong? I don't really look at it in a negative way, but it's really more positive, and it's fun. Coaching is fun for that reason because, I always say my tag phrase is, my best product is what you become. And
Right.
it's so true.
I like that.
because, well, it's so true.
You just
because
become a
I can
coach.
kind of look and, I get all this gratification from, everybody
right.
that's moving forward and, realizing things,
You
realizations.
do know our show is called Moving Forward, right?
Oh my God, really?
She's watched it once or twice.
I just want to make sure.
No pun intended.
So, we used to say, the old saying was, you not only had to know but what's selling, but who's buying.
A good point.
You
I
know,
love this because that's a good point.
Because you're thinking outside the box. It's like, and I think in real estate, if you're a good real estate professional, you can say, okay, that house is selling, that house is selling, this market is selling, this price point selling. So now you have to turn around and say, okay, we know that sector is hot, but who's buying that sector? Is it a cash buyer? Is it finance buyers? Is it, investors? So then you can turn around and say, that's who I want to market to.
Certainly knowing your industry, but also the marketplace shifted. And where we used to, and there are many, many Harvard graduates that will talk about how if you had a great advertising campaign, you had a great business. You could sell. You could sell anything to anyone. In our current marketplace, we don't have buyers anymore in any industry. We have purchasers. We have educated people who research the market, and they're coming to us to solve their problem. And in this case, it would be to have their dream house, to buy the house that they want. But they've already researched. They know
Before
who's
they
out
even
there.
picked up the phone and called you.
Absolutely.
Right.
So that's why a UCD is very important. What's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you different?
Okay, we're going to continue with our coach here, Rose DeNaro. We're going to go to break, and we'll be right back.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B. Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Mortgages don't need to be complicated. At Norcom, we're here to guide you through the process. By following our tried and true path to success, we make homes happen. To get started, give us a call or apply online. A trusted mortgage consultant will reach out to you to find out what your goals are. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, we are dedicated to helping you achieve your goals. At Norcom, we'll provide a best-in-class customer experience. Once a plan is established, your mortgage consultant will analyze your income, assets, and credit profile in order to customize a plan for you. If you're planning on moving in the next few years, we might suggest an adjustable rate mortgage to be the best option for you. If you're a veteran, we'll get you started on a VA loan with 0% down. And if you're thinking long-term, a 30-year fixed loan might be your best fit. Our professionals are up to date on market trends and will help you make the best decision in choosing your rate. After we've found the program that's best for you, we'll then need to collect some information, including pay stubs, bank statements, and tax forms. Our underwriting team steers a loan through the approval process to verify that all the information you've provided is correct. As the underwriting process is taking place, an appraisal is ordered to determine the value of your home. A professional, local appraiser specializing in your area will determine the home's value. The last leg of this journey is closing your loan. While taking care of any last-minute details, our closing team will work on scheduling your closing date and location. It's that simple. Thank you for taking some time to walk through the mortgage path with us. Remember, we're always here to answer any questions you may have. It may seem intimidating, but here at Norcom Mortgage, we make homes happen.
Hey, we're back with the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Miss Rose DeNaro, a.k.a.
That'd
Lovey
be cool.
Smith. Now only 2 games out of first place. Congratulations,
Lovey looks
Lovey.
a lot better, doesn't he?
Are we winning? Are we winning?
Yeah, she got a lot prettier.
Yeah, a lot prettier.
Really an upgrade, Lovey. I love the new look,
Thank you.
You know, the new olive skin, it's just all good, Loving it.
Rose brings up a good point. Like with any athlete or professional singer or something like that, everyone, to enhance what you already have talent doing, you need the help of a coach. How does one pick a coach? Speaking of which.
Good question. Basically, you want to answer this question?
I want to be the coach. Can I be the coach?
Basically, I think it's the same way you choose anything, the same way you choose a mortgage person or a realtor or anybody else you work with. I really believe that you have to share some values with people. I think if you're going to work with people, you have to like them first and foremost.
Good point.
Some beliefs and values. You don't want to have to work with somebody that you're uncomfortable with or uncomfortable about the way they live their life.
Sure.
So those things are important. And coaching's a process. So you're going to spend time with a coach. Most of the time it's via phone, unless we're going into a business to evaluate the business and see the day-to-day operations.
So no different. People should do business with who they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
So that just
Makes a difference.
never goes away. Yeah. Why would you? I know why. Why would somebody work with someone they don't know, like, and trust in today's world? It's competitive.
Right. There's also specialization in things. Rose specializes in business coaching. I know that there's some
mostly.
people who specialize in children moving from like high school to college. That's a transitional, yes. Sure. Or retirees, going from working their whole lives to retiring.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Can you coach me on how to do that?
Nah, you don't want to do that yet, Pat.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're not letting you go that fast.
Retirement's looking really good.
Yeah. After this week.
I know. It's been a little rough. Now, the other thing that people ask a lot, I think, or
they don't ask you all the time?
they call me all the time.
One thing you and I know, Rose, if you watch our show every week, no matter what we're talking about, people call her all the time about it.
They call all the time. That means I'm
careful
just
what
on
you
the
wish
phone
for.
all the time. I know. How affordable? Is this something that is like out of reach for people? Is this something, it's obviously extremely helpful and beneficial to people to enhance what they do better, because that makes them better and more successful.
I'll tell you the truth. I don't only talk the talk, I walk the walk. I coach, I absolutely do, because I wish I had a coach for 20 years, I wish I coached 20 years ago, because it just makes, it's a different perspective. It gives you the other perspective. And when we have another perspective, we really can move forward quickly and easily. But getting back to the affordability, I don't think you can afford not to coach. What does it cost you not to coach emotionally or mentally or in your career or in your business? But I do design packages and programs that are affordable for everyone, that are really in everybody's budget. So I would say yes.
So we can't afford not to have you. I love that thinking. It's like, if I'm going to make an extra $500 an hour and I'm paying Rose $250 an hour.
He gave me a raise. I like the show.
How do you, how do you measure that? You can't, you got them to the next level, to their goals. And then at some point they're going to stop paying you, and hopefully they've enhanced their skills and their thinking to where they can continue to
Yes,
grow from
and
there.
you know, I don't know if it's me who. I mean, it's like anything else. In your own field, you take courses, right? There are online courses.
No.
There's college. There's continuing ed. I look at it that way.
Yeah, that's when we're usually dragging.
Speaking of, I got a bunch of stuff to do this week. Thanks for reminding me, Coach.
You see, accountability. It's all about
right.
accountability. But
I know.
I don't know if I take any credit, really. It's what I do, and I kind of can, teach it. I look at people as students. I look at myself as a student. I learn every day in every way.
I think what a coach does is you help people open their eyes. Again, we get so distracted and so focused on what we do that we really forget to kind of like look around us to see.
And we need to focus on that. Like, you did that presentation this morning, which was awesome. But I mean, I didn't know any of that.
She is awesome.
She is. You're good at picking your own partners there. But seriously, that was so much information, and we would never know that.
Right.
We really never. And it's funny because when I was in college a long time ago, although I do
Couple of years.
Well, I'm constantly going and going back and researching. But Einstein's domains of knowledge is something they teach us, and it's really quick. But it's something that sticks with me, and it really kind of expresses what coaching is. And I think I've done this for you once in a presentation, but it's 15% of the knowledge that we have, we know that we have. You knew how to find DeLynn's house today. You know how to drive the car. 15% of knowledge is stuff that we know that we don't know. I don't think you're flying an airplane anytime soon, and you're not going to be doing brain surgery today.
No.
Okay, take that off the list. So that's only 30% of our knowledge. So what do we do with the other 70%? What's in that realm?
Oh.
And that's the stuff that we don't know that we don't know. And if that's an easy answer, that's an easy diagram for coaching, because that's the breakthrough. That's where
we don't
coaching
know
comes
what
in.
we don't know.
Right. But my perspective for you, I can help you with that.
Right.
And really, in turn, you could help me with that because you see my life and what I'm doing differently. So that's how we help each other.
I love that. I love that.
Some good analogy.
I know. I never thought of that.
It makes it visual.
Yes, it
You're
does.
a visual learner.
I am very much a visual. I say that to all my clients too. Okay, I have to show you in writing
that's
because
good.
I'm a visual. Now, what are some of the things, if somebody were to hire you as a coach, what are some of the things they can expect to achieve?
Okay. I think,
and in what kind of time frame are you talking? I know you said it's a continual thing. It's not a one session kind of a thing.
No, and I do offer a free consultation, and usually that's to see if we're a good fit.
Right.
Because two things that I look for in a client, one would be desire. You need to have a desire to do something, to get someplace, to enhance something. The other is commitment. I want to make sure it's a partnership. I've had people hire me, and then it's like they don't answer their phone, and it's a commitment to work with me. It's a partnership, and I hired you, so now I should be moving forward, or I should be going to the next level.
So you can lead the horse to water.
Right. It's funny. I heard an even better one, being the equine person that I am. It's you can lead a human to knowledge, but you can't make them think. I like that even better.
Wow.
Being the
You
the
need more
horse
room
girl.
in the hat.
The horse
Okay. I like it.
I think my dad
That's
used
my
to say
favorite
something
one.
like, I buy you books and you still eat the covers.
Oh my goodness.
That's a dad thing.
There is. Yeah. But it's so funny how what's old is new, because we all say the same thing. We just say it differently.
I know.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
So
I love it.
This is such good stuff, and I know that we could probably go on forever.
Yeah, really. Especially with her in that hat.
I know.
I had to. It's the only way he was going to pay attention to me. Is if
I know. You had to have a hat on.
Rose.
All right. Well, Rose, thank you so much for this entertaining and
Some great
informative information.
So I think everybody should have a coach in some form, capacity. We all need that leadership to engage, to help us think outside the box.
That's it. That's what it comes down to.
Because you can't really, it's hard today to be a business for yourself but not necessarily by yourself. And I think you
Right.
could offer that partnership to people and guide them.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, I could never do this show without DeLynn, and she certainly couldn't do it without me. I mean, we could do it, but we'd probably be like, not so good.
Anybody watching us?
Filling the gaps.
So that just it works. So
It does.
anyway, so let's talk about upcoming things.
Upcoming stuff we have coming
upcoming
up.
events. So of course, we're going to add some things to the plate this week.
I know we have more. Remember we said last week we got more stuff coming up?
No, it never ends.
We always have stuff coming up. He walks out of his office and he says,
Oh, by the way, we're doing this.
By the way, I said, wait, what's with the we?
Yeah,
Where'd that come from?
Well, I have 13 frogs in my left pocket and 5 crickets in my right.
This is the start of Common
we.
Core math, I think.
So there's 18 things that we are doing.
All the time.
Let's talk about
between now and the end of the year.
Yeah, let's talk about the River Lights Boat Parade coming up on December 5th. It's been a historical event, and we need boats to register. I'll get you information on that more specifically.
And this, of course, it's been historical in downtown Newport Richey, the Cody River.
Down the Cody River. And you decorate your boat, and there's contests for this.
It's a lot of fun.
And families gather. Over 5,000 families each year gather along the riverbanks.
It's beautiful.
To see the boats all decorated and lit up and come down the river. So we'll get you details on how to register for that. But if you know boaters, keep it on mind. Put it on your calendar now so you can plan.
You need boats.
Your coach says plan. Put it on your calendar.
Planning to achieve.
That's right.
I knew she'd have
You
an answer
write
to
it
that.
in there. If you put it down, you're more likely to achieve, right?
And of course, the big event for coming up is put on WPBA, and that is for the Grinch.
The Grinch event. The West Pasco Business Association has their annual
And there it
Grinch
is
event coming up.
behind us
Ta-da!
right now. So
That is the event. It's coming up on December 12th. We still have some sponsorship availability open. We also are looking for anybody who wants to donate. If you have a business out there and you'd like to get your business name out there, we are accepting gift cards or gift certificates, or if you want to put together a basket or something like that for our silent auctions, live auctions, and Chinese auctions we're going to have, or all kinds of auctions we're going to have going on to raise funds for 2 families that we have chosen this year to be the recipients.
That's the more important thing. Yeah, it's important to get your name out there. That's great. You want the recognition. But when you think about what you're really doing in this event is you're really helping people during the holidays in their darkest time of need, and
And if I can, just a little bit, I wanted to explain really what it is all about. At this time of year, the WPBA, and Rose is a part of our group, we have picked a family or 2 families, local families in our community who are afflicted by some kind of illness. In the last couple of years, it's been someone who has had cancer. Either a parent has cancer or a child has cancer. This year, we have a single mom who has cancer, and she's got 4 children. And we also have a little boy who has cancer, and he's only 3 years old. Needless to say, their families are devastated. And at this time of year, the last thing on their mind is holiday cheer and having a Merry Christmas. Understandably so. They have so much going on in their lives. Sometimes their funds are going elsewhere, medical, that kind of a thing. So what we do is we come together as a group, as a community, to try and support these people and to try and help them. We want to make a Christmas to remember for them. So we want to make a Merry Christmas for the other children in the family or the other family members. And that's what it's all about. So we're trying to raise funds. Come to our event. The tickets are only $20. You get dinner, you get dancing, photo booth, lots of auctions, lots of great gifts and prizes.
We got the ugly sweater this year.
The ugliest sweater contest.
I love
socks. It's a great.
And you can dress up as
your
your favorite Grinch character.
Favorite
too.
Whoville person.
Yeah, so it's great, and it's a feel-good event. And you know what? You can make a difference. Everybody can make a difference
In someone's life, right?
Absolutely.
And that's what we're trying to do.
So let's, you know what? If you don't mind, get our show out there. Share this information. Promote.
If you need
Rose.
a flyer,
She's local. Yeah,
we'll email it to you.
Absolutely. Go on www.wpba.biz.
PBA.biz, West Pasco Business Association.
You can get your tickets online right there. You can donate online there, and you can do a sponsorship right online and just come to the event. It'll be a great time.
And
so
share,
and get us out there. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube.
We are all over the place.
Yes, we are. So get us out there if you don't mind sharing everything we have. So
Thanks everyone for watching. We will see everyone next week. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everyone next
Knock
week.
me off the stool.